We are covering Earned Value Management, or EVM, which is the most heavily tested math topic on the PMP exam. You absolutely must know these formulas. Let's start with the three basic inputs. First is planned value, or PV, which is how much work you plan to have completed. Second is earned value, or EV, the value of the work actually completed. Third is actual cost, or AC, what you have actually spent. The exam will give you a scenario, and your first job is to correctly identify these three numbers. For example, a project has a total budget, or budget at completion, BAC, of $100,000. At the 6-month mark, you plan to be 50% complete. However, you are actually only 40% complete and have spent $60,000. In this case, PV is $50,000, which is 50% of the total budget. EV is $40,000, which is 40% of the budget. The AC is $60,000. From these three inputs, we derive everything else. Let's look at the performance indices. The Schedule Performance Index, or SPI, is EV divided by PV. For our example, that's 40,000 divided by 50,000, which equals 0.8. The Cost Performance Index, or CPI, is EV divided by AC. That's 40,000 divided by 60,000, which is about 0.67. For both indices, any value less than 1 is bad, meaning you are behind schedule and over budget. Next are the variances. Schedule variance, or SV, is EV minus PV. Here, it's 40,000 minus 50,000, which is negative $10,000. Cost variance, or CV, is EV minus AC. That's 40,000 minus 60,000, a negative $20,000. For variances, any negative number is bad. A common exam trap is mixing up these formulas. The easiest way to remember is that earned value, EV, is always the first term or on top. For the indices, EV is the numerator. For the variances, EV is the first number in the subtraction. Now for forecasting. The estimate at completion, or EAC, predicts the new total project cost. The exam will test you on which EAC formula to use based on the situation. The most common formula, used when the current cost performance is expected to continue, is EAC equals BAC divided by CPI. For our project, that's $100,000 divided by 0.67, which gives a new estimated total cost of about $150,000. If the exam states the current variance was a one-time atypical event, you use the formula EAC equals AC plus BAC minus EV. The final key formula is the Two Complete Performance Index, or TCPI. This tells you the cost performance needed for the rest of the project to finish on budget. The formula is the remaining work, which is BAC minus EV, divided by the remaining funds. The denominator for remaining funds is where it gets tricky. If you need to finish at the original BAC, the denominator is BAC minus AC. If you are aiming for the new EAC, the denominator becomes EAC minus AC. Pay close attention to the wording in the exam question to choose the correct TCPI formula. For free practice questions, AI-powered explanations, and more exam prep tools, visit openexamprep.com. That's openexamprep, all one word, .com.